Hey, fight fans, you're listening to Caveman's Corner with your host,
Captain Caveman!
Jeff Denz.
All right, fight fans, here we are. Sorry about the abrupt cutoff. Chris is not here in studio, but I have with me Raymond Eris.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
And I have Miki, No Legs, Gaskin's in the house. How you doing, Miki?
I thought we got rid of that nickname.
We did kind of get rid of that nickname. You actually, last time I saw you, your legs were actually pretty defined, and you had a lot of muscle there, so we're going to have to find a new nickname.
I got a name for him. Mr. Poopy Pants.
You're sitting in the seat I was just sitting in. I hope you know that.
Hey,
And I let out a nice fart right in Chris' seat.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes, I was getting that in there.
Hey, Mick, can you take that mouthpiece out, please, so we can hear what you're saying?
I didn't bring my mouthpiece. I left it at home. I have a habit of doing that.
Yeah. Actually, we had a pretty in-depth conversation about the mouthpiece joke on our ride up to Rochester. I make that joke about you a lot of times because at times you're a little bit hard to understand when you're talking, and when you listen to the podcast, you'll understand what we're talking about when we say that. Because I'm sure in your head you sound like great to yourself, but your words are like really, really garbled up, right? But when we went out there, we were talking about how you don't like that because it feels like a lot of the guys who got brain damage coming up. You want to talk about that a little bit? I thought that was a really great conversation. I want to make sure we record that a little bit.
Yeah, it makes me think of being punch drunk because I know a lot of people that are like punch drunk and shit, and you can't understand shit they say. So, like in my head, I sound extremely articulate, and then when I speak, the words don't sound as well enunciated.
Yeah.
Ray's like, Ray's our guy. We brought him in.
I think that was too many big words for Ray to process.
Yeah, every podcast needs a really cool looking guy, and Ray's a really cool looking guy, even though we don't have any video today.
I'm a pimp.
Yeah. All right, well, we brought you in here because you got a fight coming up. You want to talk to us a little bit about the fight you have coming up?
I'm fighting. When is it again? December 17th.
Wow, Mickey.
I'm fighting some guy who's only got like really wrestling. He has no submission game.
Actually, can you tell us what kind of wrestling he has?
He's a Division II wrestler in college.
So Division II, is that pretty good, or you think you can out wrestle him?
It's pretty good, but the thing is, he's spending so much time wrestling from college. That's going to get in the way of MMA training. You can't train to wrestle and train to do MMA at the same time.
But can you stop his takedowns?
We'll see.
Did you just say no?
I said we'll see.
Oh, all right. I thought it sounded like you said no, ain't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not too worried. I feel like I could easily submit him off my back, you know? This fight either is going to be ended in a knockout or submission.
For him or for you?
If he knocks me out, I'll fucking hang myself. If
Listen,
I get
Nick,
knocked out with striking that bad.
You gotta train with the caveman.
He does. Actually, we've been putting in a lot of work on
Oh,
the cage.
okay.
Me and Caveman do work a lot together.
That's good.
He became my first white sparring bro at the gym.
Really?
But then Caveman's kind of black because Caveman was first. He's late coming here. Caveman got like baby mama issues. Caveman's
wow.
Caveman is a white guy. I mean, a black guy in a white person's body, so he really doesn't count.
Ray, what are you?
What?
I can't even tell. Like, what are you, Puerto Rican or Mexican or?
Yeah, I'm
He's a
I'm Puerto
mutt.
Rican. I'm Puerto Rican.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I'm sorry.
I'm Puerto Rican.
Mickey always says I'm on CPT time.
Color people time.
Yeah.
Right along with me.
He says I can hang out in a minority corner at the gym.
It's a small ass corner. It's like me, Sean, Solomon.
Yeah.
That's it.
He could hang in the east side with us, right, Mickey?
I guess it'll be Raymond too, but he fucking retired.
Ray, are you officially retired?
No, I'm not.
When are you coming back? December 17th. They might be looking for fighters. They're looking for heavyweight. We're about to call a guy.
I don't know. I just gotta get.
He got way too many burgers in his system.
I just gotta get back in shape, and then I'll be ready to go.
I'm not sure heavyweights actually ever get in shape besides for round. Unless you're like in UFC and you're jacked.
You know what? You got a point.
Right now, I'm 260.
Anyways, back on my guy.
That was a text from Ray. Ray, you should probably turn your notifications off. I'm gonna unplug that or turn it down right now.
We chose the wrong phone. We fucked
did.
up.
Ray's really popular because he's a pimp. I got it turned down so you can text back now.
What was I about to say? Oh yeah, my guy. Everyone at that gym has the same style. Wrestle. It's like a gym filled with wrestlers.
Oh, Blair Tugman's out of that gym though. He's pretty good.
He's also a wrestler. I watched video of him. He's a guy that, I mean, he has better stand up than some people, but it's still his go-to thing is wrestling. I showed you the video where he fought a striker. He ate a jab to the face, and then from that fight, he had no answer to that when he couldn't establish the takedown.
Yeah, a lot of wrestlers just don't like to get hit in the face.
I like to get hit in the face.
A punch to the face is the best way to stop a takedown.
But Caveman,
unless you get Caveman,
Caveman.
You punch Caveman in the face, he'll come forward harder. He's fucking backwards.
Caveman's not your average wrestler. He's an all-around fighter.
Or he'll extremely throw you off, punch you in the face, and start cutting angles and do the opposite of what he's known for.
Angles are stupid. I don't cut any angles. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, wait, we're still keeping that secret. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, you were.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna mess up my return. Nobody listening is gonna even listen past the part where you start talking.
Hold on, it's like time out. Who's gonna listen to me though? Speaking about someone's fighting style, it's gonna be like it's Miki. Miki does bras. He don't know what he's talking about.
All right. Well, we're gonna give Rich Mitchell a call, and we're gonna get him involved in this atrocity of a podcast that we got going on.
Damn, that early?
Yeah.
Not that bad?
Yeah. All right. I got Rich Mitchell on the line with us. He's putting on the show, the Winter Brawl. He's in charge of Ground Force Fights. And we got Mickey Gaskins here, and we got my co-host Ray Aris, who is a heavyweight. He might be looking for a fight. You got a
super heavyweight
for a guy?
Oh my God.
Could potentially. I got a lot of guys that are looking for matchups. Definitely.
There you go, Ray. How's your blood work? You good?
Yeah, I gotta get me a blood, Sam. I gotta keep up to date.
All right. So you're putting on a show on December 17th. We got one of your fighters on a show, Mickey Gaskin. And can you tell us a little bit about this show and what had you put this whole show together? I've never. This is your first organization, right? Your first fight.
Yeah, this is our first show. You know, I've been involved in the sport since the late '90s. You know, really, you know, I've been judging for a while. It was just time. You know, the opportunity came up to start a promotion, and I figured, you know, it's a good time to go. The state finally got on board, and here we are. You know, the show's going to be great. We're geared more towards putting show on, you know, for the athletes. It's not so much about, you know, making a ton of money. It's about making these athletes, you know, have a good show to fight for.
Yeah, it's awesome. You brought in a Caveman to help you out. I'm going to be there, so all my fans, make sure you check it out. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be interviewing the fighters, so make sure I get a good chuckle out of everyone. I'll probably be commentating as long as we get it all set up. And can you tell me the main event? What's the main event of your show?
Main event, yeah, lightweight title fight. Morgan Caveman, Western New York MMA, is going to be taking on Eddie Ortiz. He fights out of Bone MMA in Leroy. This is going to be a pretty exciting fight. You know, Morgan's 5-2. Most local guys obviously know Morgan. Eddie's he's fighting. This will be his first fight in New York. You know, he just got out of the Marine Corps. All three of his fights were down in Virginia.
Also, Mitz is one of our guys, Morgan. He's got the nickname Mitz. He actually trains out of our gym. So Mickey's trains with him. I train with him. We know that one's going to be a great fight. Can you talk a little bit about Mickey's fight? Mickey's fight in...
Yeah, Mickey's fighting Nick Giolatti. Nick trains in North Haven, Connecticut with Andrew Calandrelli. Andrew is, is a Bellator fighter. Nick is a D2 wrestler, was a D2 wrestler. You know, he's 1-1 in MMA. I think, honestly, this is my pick for fight of the night. Mickey's got heavy hands. Yeah, he's got heavy hands. Nick's a good wrestler, so it's going to be, I think it's going to be explosive. It's going to be fun to watch.
Awesome, man. So your show is going to be at the Quality Inn and Suites at Batavia. How's the venue going to be for you guys?
Venue's good. You know, it's about a 6,000 square foot ballroom. It's going to be pretty nice.
How many seats are you going to be sitting?
About 450 seats.
450 seats. There's still tickets left?
There are tickets left. Yeah, you can get them from the fighters. Obviously, contact Mickey. He's got a bunch. Or groundforcefights.com also.
Awesome, groundforcefights.com. We're going to make sure we check that out. Anything else you got going on at the show that you want to tell us about?
Yeah, we got a few local guys. Nick Phelps out of Western New York will be fighting for the heavyweight title against Tom Shelby out of Bone MMA as well. Those guys are good strikers. It's going to be a nice stand-up fight. I see it ending, pretty aggressively.
Awesome. That sounds like it's gonna be a great show. I did a whole podcast about dealing with the New York State regulations for MMA, and we talked about it. We talked about how only the professionals are really under the jurisdiction of New York State, and how the amateurs are underneath one of the individual sanctioning bodies. So, what sanctioning body are you going with, and what are the rules for your amateur fights? Because the different sanctioning bodies have different rules.
Yeah, we're using U.S. Muay Thai Association for this show. Rules really, I mean, guidelines are set by the state still, but they're at the discretion of the sanctioning body. This show, how it works is if you have 1 or 0 fights, you have to fight as a novice. Unfortunately, no striking to the head on the ground, and you got to wear shin guards. One thing I'm not a big fan of as far as the no striking on the ground, especially if you got a wrestler that works his butt off to take somebody down and work from there. But that's what it is at the moment. So besides that, rules are essentially the same as they have been.
Go ahead, Ray. You got something to say? Ray's sitting over here. He's like steaming.
Oh, Mickey, you should be safe on your back down.
Ray, you didn't listen clearly. That's for guys with under 2 fights. My opponent has
Yeah,
2.
that's
and I
guys
have
with less than
3.
2 fights, so they're good.
My fight's normal MMA rules. The only thing is no knees to the head and no elbows.
Are they wearing shin guards for the amateurs? The advanced rules?
No. Only if you have less than 2 fights, you have to wear shin guards.
Okay.
Right. And head kicks are allowed or not allowed?
Head kicks are allowed with 2 fights or more.
All right. Awesome.
Okay, cool.
Because we went to some shows. This has been a little bit different for us. Some shows have been allowing head kicks, and some shows haven't. So we want to make sure, like when you go see this fight, this is the real MMA, man. This is not watered down stuff. So make sure you check these fights out.
The only other thing that a lot of fans are going to notice is that title fights can only be 3 rounds now. New York State, that's one of their goofy regulations they just put in. Amateurs can only fight 3 rounds, no matter if it's a title or not. So you'll see both our title fights are only going to be 3-round fights.
Hey, that sounds good to me.
I mean, in one sense it's tough, but in another sense, some of these guys have a hard time going five rounds. But when you're fighting for a title, you should be able to. Actually, I think that's going to help Morgan a lot, to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I mean, Eddie, I've been to his gym. I know a couple of guys that train there. He is a very fast-paced fighter, so that fight should be a barn burner, really.
Yeah, I mean that fight's gonna be crazy. Morgan comes forward all the time too, and the Miki fight is gonna be insane. Miki's got like some seriously heavy hands. He's coming off a stoppage win by liver kick, which was pretty sweet.
Oh, that was sick. Yeah, that was a great kick too.
Yeah,
hey,
look at that,
Caveman.
great kick. Yes,
I'm
sir.
hoping this one goes on.
I gotta have a bet with you, Caveman. I bet you Morgan take the guy down in less than 50 seconds.
50 seconds. Let's make it 30.
I bet. Okay.
30. You've got to bet that he takes him down 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I say
30.
I say it stays up longer than a minute.
Okay. I
All
bet.
right. $10.
$10.
All right.
Ray, you know
$10.
he's fighting the submission guy, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't even get in on that.
Ray, you just finished. Wait, hold on. If Ray's giving money away, I'll take some money. I'm in on this bet too.
All right, let's let Rich talk, man. He's the important guy. Go ahead, Rich.
Yeah, what was Morgan's what? His first 3 fights, combined initial takedown was less than 40 seconds or something like that for the first takedown in each of his 3 fights.
Yeah, it's under 30
so,
seconds.
I mean, he goes. I mean, he's going. So I think that's going to be a great fight. We got a whole card is going to be great. Actually, we paired up some really good guys. We got another kid fighting at heavyweight coming from Connecticut, Division I Sacred Heart wrestler. So it's going to be fun. We got some good guys coming out.
Does he end up matching up against Alex Carroll?
He did.
Alex
Nick,
Carroll kid comes to fight, man. He's always there for a fight.
He does, yeah, and I figured he'd fare well, with the wrestler. Nick actually helped us out. We were looking for a fight for Tom Shelby. He's a local guy to the venue, and we just couldn't find a heavyweight that wanted to fight him. So Nick stepped up, said, he'll fight Alex on a different time. Alex, took the other kid, and that's why Nick's got the title shot.
Yeah, Nick Phelps, man, that's going to be a really good fight. That I forgot the guy's name. I apologize. Who's Nick Phelps fighting again?
Tom Shelby.
Tom Shelby is really tall. I cornered against him.
He's like 6'7", right?
Yeah, he is tall.
Yeah, he's 6'7". He's got big kicks. He's got
And,
he's got a long reach.
I heard he knocked
fierce
somebody
striker.
out with a head kick. That's what Nick told me.
Yeah. He beat the crap out of Carroll. He's the first person that really stopped Carroll, like really just stopped him. So it's going to be a great fight. Nick Phelps is another guy we train with. He's always coming forward.
Yeah.
All right, man. This card sounds great. I'm going to let you go. You got any last words about the card?
No, just everybody check it out. I mean, it's good. We're putting together an awesome show. We're going to be putting together hopefully every couple months we're going to be putting a show between the Genesee County area, Batavia, and Buffalo somewhere. And we're going to try to put together the best fights and make it awesome for the fighters. They're going to want to be there.
Are you going to try and dabble into the pro shows? I know there's a considerable difference of expense of putting them on.
That's ultimately that's my end game. That's my goal. I'll probably do pro-ams the whole time. So I'm hoping by next fall that we're getting into some pro fights.
I actually have a question about the pro-am. I'm considering coming out of retirement. I'm looking for a fight in New York. I don't really want to drive to PA all the time. But
Sure.
For these pro-am fights, what's their regulations? Are you allowed to do that? I heard that you couldn't do pro-ams.
You can. Yeah. I mean, a lot of guys are going to stay away from it because you have to. If you have any pro fights on the card, you have to hold the insurance as if the whole card is a pro card.
Oh, I got you.
And that's why a lot of guys aren't going to be doing it. But we're looking in. I mean, I'm ultimately in it for the amateurs. I mean, I'm in it for the guys. I want them to have a great place to fight. So, that's kind of what it is. So we're going to do mixed cards eventually. But yeah, we're probably a year out from a pro card.
All right, man, that sounds good. Make sure you guys check these fights out. The local amateurs you're going to see some great shows. Amateur fights usually start out the first couple guys, maybe it's their first fight. By the time you get to the end of the card, man, you're looking at guys that could be professionals, especially in New York State. A lot of these amateurs would be professionals in other states.
Oh yeah, a lot of talent out here, for sure.
All right, thanks for
Oh,
your
wait,
time.
hold on. I have one quick question. So Batavia is pretty close to Buffalo. So are you ever gonna come do a show in Buffalo since there's really no TNT right now?
I think we lost him.
Yo, Ray, what the hell? Come on.
He's gone.
What did you just do?
He's gone. You could ask him on Facebook.
We about to have to go to intermission because I'm about to strangle Ray. Intermission.
All right, what's your question? I'll answer it, Mickey.
How's you gonna answer if Rich is coming to Buffalo or not?
I am going to say he's not coming to Buffalo. He's looking to put on local shows.
Oh.
That's what he said earlier, by the way.
It's like a 20-mile difference between Buffalo and Batavia. Whatever.
It's like a 20-minute difference, not a 20-mile difference.
40 mile. 40, 20, same thing.
This is what you get when you get a guy that rides a bicycle everywhere. This is the kind of distance. He doesn't understand how far things are.
I rode my bike from the east side of Buffalo to the north side of Wanda.
All right, well, let's get back to you, man. So,
All right.
you grew up boxing, and you grew up in a boxing gym. Can you tell me how that was growing up?
Boxing it's not the tougher sport. It's just they train tougher. They like go harder in sparring. It's more gritty, if you get what I mean. They're still in that old school model of training, where at Western and Y we have stuff like flowing and going light and stuff. They didn't have that in my boxing.
I got a question for you. Do you think boxers are tougher than wrestlers?
It's two different sports.
He's asking because you're fighting a wrestler.
No, not really. I think the whole reason wrestlers have so much success in MMA, I don't think either is tougher. I think what the thing is, where you see wrestlers start doing successful in MMA, is starting at an early age of training. When you get someone 10 years old training their whole life, it'll turn out like 8 out of 10 times you'll get a fighter that can pick up quicker and learn the game quicker. That has nothing to do with, oh, this is tougher than this is tougher. It's having to do with being accustomed to being an athlete your whole life. If you bring up two people in separate disciplines their whole life, then bring them to a gym and say, get them into MMA and say, hey, learn these different aspects, they'll probably pick it up faster than the guy who's 22 and just starting. That's all it is, really. It has nothing to do with toughness. It's just an attitude for learning. And I mean, I might have trained on and off, but I did start at the early age of training, so I feel I do have that athletic advantage. I feel I'll never run into someone tougher than me or more athletic.
Okay.
So I feel 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna be more tougher than I have the toughness advantage over my opponent.
I would say that too. You're pretty tough.
It's not
guy.
about
Yeah.
it's not about what martial arts you're from. It's just me as an individual. I'm going to naturally be tougher than you are, no matter what you do. You can fucking go out here killing wolves for a living. I'm still gonna be tougher than you.
Hey, watch the cursing.
I know that was a complicated answer, but
I'm still just trying to decipher what words you were using.
yeah, I said a lot of shit there.
Ray, do you speak? I'm not understanding Mickey language so much. We might need a translator. So maybe we'll actually type what he's saying for.
All right, okay. That was a low blow. That was fucked up. That was a low blow. That was fucked up.
That was pretty messed up, man.
Yeah.
You told me one story about your dad. He made you get in there and box with this one kid. Can you tell the audience about that?
I don't think I told you that, but my dad was fucking brutal. He put me in there with fucking Vincent Arroyo. You know who Vincent is.
I know this whole story. You told me in the car on the way to Rochester.
I remember telling you that. Well, anyways, I'm in fucking high school. My dad putting me in with Vincent, and mind you, Vincent is a fucking animal in the gym. He's going around knocking people out, inspiring, knocking people headgear off. There's blood all over the ring. And he's the main perpetrator of these blood stains. And Dad's like, get in the ring with him. Don't be scared of him. I'm like, I can't ask scared because if I ask scared, he got to eat me alive. If he punches me, the living daylights out of me, I can't let him know that because he'll jump on me. So I got to come forward, even when being dazed, just to sparring him is like a fight. Only you get no benefits of the fight. Like you don't get a win on your record or anything.
How old were you when you started fighting like that?
16 to 17, I was sparring with Vincent.
So you're relatively older. I was just gonna ask how much your childhood you spent in boxing gyms and stuff like that.
I used to hang out as a kid, but I didn't really train. It was just more of hang out and not to be stuck at home.
Was it something that you did with your dad?
What?
Going to boxing gyms and stuff. Did your dad box?
My dad was just a boxing coach. Like I didn't take training semi-seriously till 16, 17, and that's when I did the Golden Gloves for the first time and everything. For that, before when I was a kid going to the boxing gym, I don't only trained. I didn't spar much. I didn't have any fights. It was just to get away from home.
Yeah. Was you had problems at home?
It was either if I didn't go to the boxing gym, I'd be at home playing video games all day.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't really hang out much, so it was like boxing was the only way to get me to interact with other kids.
I gotcha. I'm kind of beating around the bush to get to the question, so I'll just ask you myself. You've been fighting for a long time. We had a pretty decent relationship for the last couple years. I haven't seen your dad around. Is your dad still around? How's your relationship with him or your family?
Oh, my own relationship with my dad is cool. I mean, I haven't called him in. It's been a while since I called him. I'm more of a bad son. I don't call my dad enough. Like it's been probably 3 weeks since I called my dad.
He doesn't come to your fights?
I brought him to the gym once, and ironically, I'm like, all right, cool. I can show my dad this cool MMA shit we're doing. We were doing it was Eric's class. We were doing boxing drills, and we were doing the stance switching stuff, which a traditional boxer like my dad would think is the dumbest shit on earth. And so my dad, brother, and uncle were there. I brought them to the gym. They watched for like 15 minutes, then like left. What the fuck is this shit? It's not that I'm against the whole stance switching and neo striking or whatever it's called now. It's just
MMA is a different beast, man.
Yeah, right. I get it's a different beast. I'm just saying when you bring in someone, when some traditional people see that, it turned them off. So their introduction to MMA just completely turned them off to the very aspect of MMA.
Does he come to your fights at all?
He was about to come to my fight till he saw that stuff. Completely just broke every rule in boxing, so he was like, no.
Does he watch your tapes?
I never showed him. I forgot I could just show him a video. That's
could?
actually a good idea. I didn't think of that.
Oh wow.
I'm not very smart.
You should show him the Gerhardt fight.
I am a smart dumb person.
Show him John Gerhardt fight.
No, I'll probably show him the last one.
Gerhardt was a good fight when you illegally kneed him in the face.
I didn't illegally knee Gerhardt in the face.
You did too. It's on.
I would have stopped. You saw how the last time when
Gerhardt told me that he made you tap.
Yeah,
you can see it on the video.
He actually told me the same thing.
He didn't make me tap.
I've watched the video a lot of times. I haven't seen you tap. But
I didn't tap.
You almost got tapped out by John Gerhardt.
No,
offense, John Gerhardt. If you're listening, no offense. Your jiu-jitsu sucks. You shouldn't tap anyone. You should come in the gym and start training with us.
He didn't even almost tap me. What happened was he had a guillotine from a bad position. And I was trying to roll him over. Actually, I did get out of it, so that's what happened. He thinks I tapped there when I was squirming around for some stupid reason.
I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard you were adopted. Is that true?
Yes, I am adopted.
I did not know that.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So is that your real dad?
Yes,
by
that's
birth?
my biological father.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And who are your adopted parents?
I just live with my adopted mother. I only have an adopted mother, no
Okay.
adopted dad.
And that was the worst answer ever. So, like, do you live with her now? How's your relationship with her?
Yeah, she's older, so I help her out around and stuff. She's 68. She turned 69 this year. She's pretty old.
Oh.
I heard from a good friend that you actually take care of your mom.
I help around. Yeah, she's she had open heart surgery. She has arthritis of her spine, and she can't take any pain medication.
Yeah, and that's why she doesn't come to your fights.
Oh, she thinks fighting is the dumbest thing on the planet.
Eh,
She used to hate me. Like, that's another part of why I wasn't able to really train as a kid, because she thought it was the dumbest. She was like, why would I want to get punched in my face? She hates it.
How did that work? You were adopted by this lady, but you were still hanging out with your birth dad? I'm just a little confused. I'm
my
sorry.
dad was locked up around the time I was born, and my mom has mental issues. I don't really like talking about it.
Okay,
They're
I
just
mean,
putting out their business.
yeah.
Yeah.
Your birth mom or your adopted mom?
Birth mom.
Okay,
So she legally couldn't have custody.
I got you. How's your relationship with her?
It's kind of hard to have because she's,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, you don't
okay.
need to go into it if you
Yeah.
don't want to, man. Unless you're gonna cry, and then I want to.
No, I won't. I won't cry. It's just I don't like talking.
That's
about
all right.
I'd rather not,
We
talk
got
about it
toilet
on
tissue
the
here
air.
for you.
No, it's rather not have everyone know my family business.
I was gonna add. I had another question written down because I did a little research on you, of course.
You mean you ask Sean who I tell everything to?
I
That's all the research is in.
honestly, I did not go to Felton for any of this because Felton's your boy. He wouldn't tell me this.
Who else do I tell everything to?
I don't know, man. There's a lot of people that know a lot.
I
of
must
stuff
talk
about
too
you.
much. Someone must get me drunk and I must blab
Mickey,
off.
when you drunk, you just tell everything. You just
Pretty much.
yeah.
Man's got me drunk one time. I was like, this is truth serum for you.
So I had another question. I was gonna ask if you're an alien, if you didn't know who your parents were, but I obviously know who your parents were.
Yeah, I know my dad and mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you could be an alien still?
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'd explain why I can eat like shit and still stay in shape. Like I could. take-
We're gonna talk about your diet in a little bit. Don't worry
Okay.
about it. So do you believe in aliens?
I'd rather not because then I'd have to kill them because then there's a species more advanced than me out there.
Oh, they don't have to be more advanced than you.
I believe in aliens that are inferior to us. Good idea.
Do you think there's
thinking.
aliens on this planet?
No, okay, man. There's not aliens on this planet. You've been watching too many conspiracy theories.
Yeah, all
Too,
right.
too many YouTube videos
Yeah,
out
stay off YouTube. Put the tinfoil hat away.
Hey, this podcast is on YouTube, so you better not stay off YouTube. You
Yeah,
should
that's
be over
true,
here
that's
listening
true.
to this.
Okay,
got- we
but
got
anyway, still put the tinfoil hat
there.
away.
We gotta listen to the Caveman.
All right. Speaking of the internet, dude, you are all about trolling people on the internet. What's the deal with you trolling everybody?
Because that was my introduction to the internet. I found a forum, and it was either get trolled to shit or become a troll, so I became a troll.
Do you have nothing better? I mean, you must spend hours and hours and hours paging through all this stuff to troll people like you do. And
No, it's because it's,
yeah,
it's what I do at work.
actually yesterday at the gym you told me you have a whole list of people that you're gonna troll. Like you have a troll list.
Hey Mickey, am I on that list?
I do not have a troll list. I don't know what you talk about.
So why are you laughing, man?
You misinterpreted what I said.
I did not misinterpret.
Yes, you
well,
did.
maybe I did because it is pretty hard to understand you. But
There you go. This is misinterpretation on Caveman's part.
you did have like sometimes it feels like you just don't know when to quit. You had a huge internet troll battle with one of your MMA coaches. Maybe about a year ago.
Dub, I quit with Dub. It was
Yeah.
Dub. I quit with Dub. I
Yeah.
threw the towel. That's why I said Dub is the king of trolling.
All right.
I threw the towel against Dub. That's why I said he has a black belt and roasted people online.
Yeah, you do say that a lot.
Yeah.
So
Because I tried taking out Dub. He'll just fucking, he'll come at your whole entire existence.
if you guys got any extra time while you're listening to this, just go to Facebook, check out Miki Gaskin, and look at all his posts and all the trolling that he does. And you'll be definitely entertained because a lot of them don't even make sense.
It's what I do at work because when I'm a bus aide, right?
Ah ha ha. So you're a bus aide. So what do? You send a bus on your phone?
Not when there's kids, but I got a lot of downtime before I go to the school. So before I go to the school, I can't be at home, so I just post on Facebook
Mickey,
on my phone.
Mickey, how you deal with the bad kids in the bus?
Oh, it's really not that hard. You just gotta set. You
do-
just gotta set a line and have them
Do
follow
you
that
tell
line.
them you're an MMA fighter?
No.
Oh.
Then they're gonna ask for videos, and then I gotta worry about kids finding my social media. So I'd rather not.
Oh.
Do you argue with the kids on the bus like you do with everyone at the gym?
It's not. No. Like I said, with
They'd
kids.
be like, you're totally wrong.
No, with kids, you just act much more mature with kids than I do in person. Like at the gym, I fool around, act childish. It's not. I'm not like that when dealing with the kids.
So I want you guys to all understand what Miki just said. He says he's very, very mature around other kids and children and stuff. My son is in the studio. He's about 3 feet away from me right now. He's playing on his DS, and this is Miki at his most mature then, apparently.
No, Forrest isn't one of my kids. I wouldn't be able to act the way I was if I was at my job.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't look like one of your kids, at least.
I said you got to set a line. You got to set a strict line, or else the kids will wild out and do whatever they want. You have to set that line and be firm. You don't got to be strict. You don't got to be an asshole, but you gotta draw a line in the sand.
What do you think about steroids and drugs in MMA?
I think steroids. Here's my view on steroids. They should be legal, but they shouldn't be allowed in sports.
That's the whole thing.
They don't.
That's the quickest and most concise answer
you
you've
ain't
ever
let me.
given.
I know,
You
right?
ain't let me break it down because
Go ahead, break it down.
steroids aren't really harmful to the body.
It's not.
Not if used properly. If used properly and not abused, and
I would like
anything is bad for you in too large a quantity.
I believe they gotta do a test on Mickey. They really gotta test you out, Mickey.
No. Have you researched this? You work in the medical field, so you should at least know a little about this.
I don't work in the medical field.
I thought you worked at Two Sisters Hospital.
I just clean blood, Mickey.
Oh, that's a damn right.
at the hospital or like at crime sites.
That
You kind of
just
look like a
disappointed me.
Godfather right now.
Oh yeah, you know.
Okay.
I like to.
Hold on, wait. We're getting off topic.
Okay,
here.
okay.
So, anyways, used properly, steroids aren't really that bad. Think about it. Here's my best comparison. Why can't a guy take testosterone to boost his physical state, but females are allowed to take estrogen in the form of birth control?
I would tell you.
They're both hormones. Why is it legal to inject one hormone and not
I
the
would say
other?
TRT replacement therapy is legal. You can do
Yes,
testosterone.
It's,
Okay.
how hard is it? Can a young kid that just wants to gain more muscle get TRT?
Maybe if you're in California, like you get the weed license.
It's very. You get what I'm saying though. It's not really legal.
Right, but at that point you're making enough of your own testosterone. If you are short of testosterone, you can get testosterone.
I'm saying if someone wanted to get testosterone to boost their performance and build up more muscle, they really can't do it.
Are you on steroids, Mickey?
No, hell no. I
Do
fucking.
they need to test you at this
I
upcoming
think
fight?
so, Caveman. I think they need to text him.
Your legs did get awful thick, awful quick.
It's because I'm a genetic masterpiece. Literally.
I saw them veins in your legs, man.
I have
You
veins in
shooting
my
something
arms.
up there, man.
I'm a fucking genetic masterpiece. I don't need roids.
So have you ever done drugs?
No.
Are you saying that because you have a fight coming up?
No.
Or just because you've never done drugs?
No, I don't fucking have a need for drugs. It's like I don't get the attraction to do drugs.
All right. You kind of look like Dave Chappelle. I forgot what was the druggies guy's name on Dave
Oh,
Chappelle?
yo, you
With the white lips.
hold on. You look like a hold on. You look like a homeless guy every day.
No,
And you're trying to say I look like fucking Tyrone Biggums?
Yeah, Tyrone Biggles. Let me describe. Let me describe Mickey right now. He's wearing a black druggy hat.
I'm wearing a black doggy. I'm wearing
Hey,
a black
Caveman.
belly.
Yes.
I took a picture of Mickey and I posted it up on Facebook so everybody could check that out.
All right. I'm gonna snap that picture and I'm gonna put it in YouTube playing of the podcast, and you guys tell me what you think. But he's wearing an old sweater with blood stains on it.
No, that was my coat. I took that off. There's a story behind that blood stain.
Let's just say Mickey looks like more of a mess than me today.
How? I'm wearing nice jeans. I got on the nice hoodie.
Now I gotta bleach white my car.
What do you think? What do you think? Does he look like Tyrone Biggums right now?
Yeah, he do.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's just the outfit, Mickey. It's not like
This is a
any
nice
kind of racist
outfit.
thing.
I'm wearing. Since when does Tyrone Biggums wear fucking Jordans?
I can't see that. All I see is the top half. You're sitting across the desk from me.
I'm wearing a muscle shirt hoodie with a short sleeve shirt under it. This is what Tyrone Biggums doesn't even wear that. He wears clothes that's barely fucking fit him. You're wearing fucking pajama pants. You can't roast how I look. You have on pajama pants. Take a seat. No.
That's
And you haven't shaved in like 80 years. No, you can't roast how I look looking like the way you do. No. There's rules to this shit.
Oh man! All right, I want to talk to that a little bit because there has been a bit of a drug problem in the New York MMA scene, so I just want to talk about that with you a little bit. And it seems like you don't know anything about it if you're not doing drugs.
Oh, what do you mean drug problem?
I just mean
Like the heroin, the bullshit heroin epidemic.
Oh, like smoking weed and
Weed should be legal.
I agree, but
The heroin epidemic is
but
just the
let me ask you
fucking
this.
headline because
You think somebody should smoke weed before a fight?
yeah, why? What is wrong? What does weed do to you? If anything, it would just hinder them.
exactly. That's
I'd rather my opponent smoke a bunch of weed before a fight than fucking juice up.
What about USADA? I mean, USADA's gonna be coming to New York. I mean, New York is like for the first time, everyone's gonna be starting to get tested now. So like, there's gonna be a huge change in MMA in New York. It's gonna be like PA, I bet.
You're gonna see a lot of suspensions. That's what I feel you're gonna see.
I think so too.
I believe that.
You're one of the first people that fought on the new regulations in New York State. Did you notice a difference? You're definitely from our gym. The Rochester show was the first show that was officially sanctioned.
I noticed some of those stoppages was a lot earlier than what it used to be.
For
There was
sure.
a lot of early stoppages.
Did they do any testing backstage?
No.
No, they
Which
didn't do any
surprised
testing.
me. I thought there would be. So.
Well, there will be in the pros. It's going to be
Yeah.
quite a bit different, I'm sure. Right now, the amateurs are still, like we said in the earlier interview, they're still all run by separate commissions.
I think there should be testing in amateurs across I feel there should be testing in amateurs across the board. Amateur boxing needs tests.
I think so too. It's expensive though.
Yeah, I believe. I agree with that.
Maybe a startup company can like come up and start testing because that's for people's safety.
No,
Especially when you think about it, in amateurs, there's like 17, 18 years old in amateur.
And in other states, they test. What they do is when you buy when you get your athletic commission card, they take that money and they use it for testing.
They do that for everything?
They do that in most of the other states for the amateurs.
They should do that in New York State.
What happens here is there is no card that goes to the state right now. Each one of those cards that you buy buy from that commission. So as all these fights happen and there's all these different commissions, us as coaches, we're going to have to buy a new commission card every time we fight under these different commissions. So the commissions are making the money. What they do is they pay New York State to be able to commission a fight. And then they make the money from the getting the licenses and running the fight. So that's how they make their money, and it's just like subcontracted through New York. That's how that works now.
Okay. I just wouldn't want an 18-year-old fighting someone jacked full of steroids because the guy who fought at SCP, what's his name? He was only like 17.
I don't know.
I forgot his name. I thought you would know. He was in the back room with us. The guy that was in the
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. That kid's only 17. Imagine him fighting some grown ass man full of steroids.
Yeah, like fighting Mickey Gaskin.
I'm just naturally rich.
We talked about about a little bit about a racial issue earlier. About black eyes, minority corner, CBT. We're kind of joking about it a little bit, but our coach at Western New York MMA is a full-time police officer. He's a white guy. Most of the coaching staff's white guys. We have a lot of young black athletes that are coming up that are very good. Do you feel like there's any racial tensions in the gym?
I don't see race in the gym, but I know I'm smart enough to not talk about Eric about politics because we're going to be on two completely sides of the spectrum, and the conversation is just going to be us disagreeing. I would talk to Rick. Rick, I can agree with. Rick's also a full-time cop, so there's always, no matter what color you are, you can always be on a different side of the fence.
Right, but do you guys feel like you can tell your coach anything? As you coach, I mean, like, right now, Mix is our only coach that's not white.
I feel like I can tell the coaches anything, but I will admit I feel like I haven't bothered to develop a coach-fighter relationship with Eric like I do with Dub or you. I feel like I haven't put in the effort to establish that kind of connection with.
So Eric is like a mean stepfather to you.
No, it's just I don't communicate with him enough.
I'm kind of what I'm trying to get at is
I told you I don't see race in the gym. There's really like you can't get it because I don't see. I just see Oh, okay, cool. This is my coach.
I want to interview a bunch of you guys from the gym and see like what you guys will say. But I really feel like in MMA we kind of like transcend the race barrier. I mean, we're in there sweating and bleeding and dying together every day.
Right.
Probably, you know what? It's probably that true. There really is no. You can't have race in the gym when we're constantly putting in blood and sweat and training.
Yeah, you get
It's
that.
kind of hard.
Like I see everybody at the gym like a family member.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to develop that.
I really feel exactly like you guys are saying, like we're family. Like I
Yeah.
actually left my family behind to go corner Miki in his last fight.
Yeah.
And he still owes my wife a cake. Okay, so here's the deal.
I do owe her a cheesecake. Yes, I do.
It was my wife's birthday,
Yes.
and Miki calls me at 10 o'clock in the morning, and he's like, I don't have a corner. I need a corner for you. Can you come corner me? So I tell my wife, I'm like, I got to go corner Miki. So I'm still in trouble for that. Just so
You're
you
not
know.
now. You're not cornering me to commentate. Like we developed this connection, bond. Now
Right.
you cornered me my last 2 fights, and now you're gonna fucking commentate.
Well, I gotta make that money, man. That's what it comes down to. This
We
show
could just
is-
rob a bank.
This show is so big. I need to be part of it because I'm gonna help develop this show into
We could rob a bank.
killer, the best show in Western New York. Now that TNT has been off the board for a
But they're
little
not coming to
Yeah.
Buffalo. You just
They
said they're not.
in Western New York and all of Western New York. You know, and that's a shame.
If he wants to be the biggest in Buffalo, if he wants to be the biggest in Western New York, he needs to come to Buffalo.
Maybe we need to go there. Maybe you need. I'll drive you, Mick.
What?
I'll drive you to the show so you can make it out there and fight. So you gotta ride your bike. I know it's
I,
far.
no, I'm riding with Morgan. I could ride with you instead, though. I probably trust your driving more than Morgan. I put it.
Oh wow.
No, I told Caveman, I'm not gonna name names, but there's some people in this gym that driving scares me for my life.
let me ask you something. Do I scare you when I drive?
You're cool,
Okay.
but there's some people that in this gym that driving makes me fear for my life, literally.
It didn't scare you when I went the wrong way into the gas station in Rochester?
I think you did that just to mess with me because I texted you so much about people who driving scared the living shit out of me.
All right, speaking of scaring the living shit out of you, your biggest claim to fame is that you pooped in your pants in the middle of a fight, and not once, but twice.
I didn't do it twice. I don't know what you're talking about. It happened one time. It's a little stain. It's on video. Anyone else forgot about it, but Caveman keeps bringing it up because it's the most funny
I
thing.
love
I've
this
heard.
story though. I love it.
I heard it was actually twice because I think there
No,
was
it happened once. I don't know what you talking
a
about.
little mark on your shorts there at the TNT fights and
No.
the kickboxing.
No. Never happened. Anyways,
So-
it's a little stain. I had like 8 slices of pizza that day, which was dumb as fuck.
No, I want to get into this whole story because first of all, I really tease Mickey a lot about this, and like
I
anyone
really
that-
did it to myself.
Anyone that poops their pants is probably gonna get made fun of a lot, but in MMA, this is something that can really, really honestly happen to you. I've feared this happening to me a few times. I know, like we talk about a lot, like a lot of people feel like that. I've actually worn 2 or 3 pairs of shorts before. What happens is you cut all this weight, you stop eating, you don't drink, you weigh in, and then you have about 24 hours of fight. So in that 24 hours, what you do is you rehydrate, you eat food, you eat everything back, but your stomach ends up messed up as fuck. Right? Like, you can feel it gurgling. There's nothing good going on in your belly. Ray wouldn't know because he never had to cut weight. He's too fat.
Oh damn.
But this is for real stuff that happens to every fighter. And there's even some great UFC fighters like Yoel Romero.
He shit himself pretty
himself.
bad.
Yeah, he shit himself really bad.
Yeah, it was bad. And there's even worse. Not even the MMA in wrestling. The wrestler CM Punk.
Yeah.
He shits himself. There's a turd in the ring. The ref goes, grabs the turd, throws the turd out the ring.
Oh wow.
That's happened in MMA as well, where there's been turds, but they made the fat guy clean it up in that video.
Okay, see in this video, the ref ran and threw the turd out the ring. I was still up after it.
But this
anyway,
is something that really does happen. So if you can go online right now and go just on a regular internet Google search and look up top 10 UFC fighters that shit themselves, and a web page will pop up. I wrote a whole blog about this. It really does happen. So I just want to say that now. Now, Mickey, why don't you tell us what you ate and drank after you weighed in, and tell the whole David Whitman story, the whole thing. Go for it.
Now let me tell the whole story. Normally, people have the fight or flight response, so they lose their bowels through the nerves and shit. Me, I did this shit completely to myself. I don't know why, but I woke up, I had pizza. I had like 2 slices, 3 slices of pizza from Leonardo's.
I heard it was a whole pizza.
No, it was 2 or 3 slices.
Well, after the weigh-ins, what did you eat?
It was. Let me tell the whole story, okay?
All right.
I had 2 or 3 slices of pizza from Leonardo's. And mind you, the day before I had like burgers and fries at the pub
Mickey,
for the weigh-in spot.
On a serious note, we really need to talk about your dieting. As a
Let
fighter,
me
fighter
finish.
coach
Okay, can I finish
relationship.
the story
Go ahead,
of
go.
my shit diet for the day before my fight? So I have like 3 slices of pizza. Then I eat 2 protein bars. And then finally, before David Whitman comes and takes me to the fight, I have 2 slices of chicken finger pizza. And then the whole time I'm eating this chicken finger pizza, David Whitman's like, you know what that does to you? It's just going to clog up in your stomach, slow you down. And you're not going to be able to digest it. And you just got done cutting weight. So now your digestive system's going to be out of whack. He just breaking down everything that's going to happen. It's like this motherfucker's predicting my future.
You're eating dairy. You're eating grease.
Yeah.
You're eating pizza sauce.
Yeah.
All this like stuff that's really, really bad for your stomach.
Yeah, that's what David Whitman said. He's like, I eat clean stuff. I don't eat carbs and stuff before my fight.
He doesn't eat carbs?
He doesn't eat. I'm saying he doesn't eat a bunch of carbs, like dirty carbs, like I
got you.
Yeah. So, anyways,
David Whitman, I still want to fight you. You should turn pro. Let's go do it.
he's sitting there eating. He's sitting there eating his health food. Like, man, I even brought health food for you. I'm like, I just finished my pizza. Like, oh fuck, please don't let this come back to haunt me. So then we get to the fights. I'm just burping the whole time, gassy. I done drunk like 3 or 4 things of Powerade, trying to put back on as much weight fast as possible. Used the bathroom twice already. So then I ended up, it's so bad, I ended up stop rehydrating because I have a set amount of fluids I drink to rehydrate. I don't get to the set amount of fluids because I'm that bad gassy. And I'm hoping it settles down by the fight. The fight comes. I feel okay, and then
Did you feel like you had to go at all before?
No, I thought everything settled down by the fight time because I stopped eating and rehydrating 2 hours out because it was so bad.
I usually don't eat like 4 or 5 hours before the fight, besides for like little tiny pieces of fruit and just water.
No, I fucking did that to myself. That's why next fight I ate much better before my next fight, and I felt 10 times better.
All right, so before
gas-wise.
we get into there, so Miki pooped himself in the middle of the, like, I think the second round is when it started, man. I've seen a little stain, and the third round he goes out there, there's a considerable stain because the people behind us are dying. Everyone's laughing. Mickey's fighting. Dude, it's not an easy fight. He's fighting in there. He's tough. He's on the bottom. He's working to get out.
I'm gassed I'm gassed too.
And when you watch the video, you can see the stain getting bigger and bigger. There's some great shots of it. So after the fight, we stick a towel in there so no one can see. Like he's like, "What the fuck are you guys doing? We're just trying to make it better for him."
I did it all. I pooped myself.
Yeah. So then you didn't even know you pooped yourself.
I didn't know because I
How
told
did you
you.
not know?
I
Does it
started
feel
feeling
like pretty gooey?
No, it was only one
Squirt.
Yeah, that just slipped out.
A little mud butt you had going on.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell if this is actually out.
It didn't help that I was wearing gray shorts.
Yeah, this is great, almost white shorts.
Yeah.
This fight's all. If you just go on YouTube and search FCP fight Mickey Gaskin, it'll come up right away.
Caveman, they should have sent the video to Boss Wooten.
I'm pretty sure they did.
They did?
actually.
No, they did it.
No?
Thankfully.
I would have.
And then
Yeah.
right before they got rid of Inside MMA,
Yeah.
That would have been so
I
cool.
looked out there.
So, anyways, I'm looking for an inside MMA job if anyone's looking to hire me. Also, Ray, dude, turn your phone off.
Turn your damn
man.
phone off, Ray. Come on.
Ray's
So-
getting calls. He's not a very good co-host.
That's my fiance.
No one can hear you. You're not talking into the mic.
That was my fiance.
Tell her you love her.
I love you, baby.
All right, there you go.
So, anyways, let's get on my diet.
All right. Anyways, I want to keep going with the story. So we go, we come out of the cage, we walk down the thing, we go downstairs, and for the next half hour, Mickey's walking around with no towel on. He won't change out of his shorts. This guy is brutal. What were you thinking, man? Why didn't you change out of your dirty drawers?
I don't know.
Fellas chasing you around.
I
keeps
think I
telling
could
you
have
to
found
change.
I think I could have found. No, that was next time when I wouldn't change out of my shorts. That was the second fight.
No. That was right after you pooped yourself. Mickey's like, come on, dude, you're embarrassing yourself. Go in there and change, you know?
I could have found my chance probably. I always have trouble finding my stuff
No,
after
you're
I
going
fight.
around talking to the guy you just fought. He's doing all this stuff.
No, I didn't talk to him. I didn't talk to that guy at all.
Ugh, it was brutal back there. And
Caveman, you're getting the last 2 fights mixed up.
I remember you walking around. Felton's gonna comment on this. He's gonna tell you how long you walked around. With
I
your
was
dirty
walking
shorts.
around half naked my last fight.
Yeah. So the next fight, I go pick Mickey up. We drive. I was like, you got everything? He's like, yeah, of course. So we drive all the way there. We just got off the exit at Rochester. And he's like, dude, I think I forgot my shorts. I was like, are you fucking shitting me? I thought he was joking, like it was a poop joke or something. And he's like, no, I really forgot my shorts. So we're like trying to find some shorts. So his good buddy Sean, Superfly Felon, who we're gonna have on sometime
Gives
soon,
me white shorts.
brought him white shorts to wear. So he has the whitest shorts I've ever seen. They're already
Whiter than the
stained
last
out.
ones.
Oh man, you're lucky you didn't shit yourself again. You're never.
Those
really
shorts is
down.
good luck. I'm wearing those shorts for every fight now. They're good luck.
I would seriously recommend you wear some other stuff underneath that.
Those white shorts are good luck, just the way they are.
Oh my god.
It's been better since I changed my diet up a little.
Yeah, you really need to eat healthier. You need to get to the gym on time so you make all the practice instead of coming in on Mickey time. But
No, the last few weeks it's just been working in the fucking way, getting these long ass shifts that's till 5:30.
I want to say I really do think you have a lot of talent, but you really need to start developing your talent. We talked about this a lot. I talked to you right after the fight. I'm like, dude, you're a very talented young man, but you're just wasting your talent. You know what I mean? You really need to get your wrestling down. It's coming along, but you really need to work on it. You've been in the gi a lot this camp. I think it's going to be a great fight for you. This is a really good test, man. This guy's going to put you down, and we're going to see how your jiu-jitsu is and how your escape to the feats are.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't see this fight making it past round 1.
You don't think so?
No.
I see this as a 3-round beat-em-up fight.
You see a 3-round war. Caveman, you always think my fights are going to last long.
Well, they always last until you gas out.
Except for the last one I finished.
Yeah, that's true.
I think
that guy was soft, no offense.
I'm just saying, the more I calm down, the more danger my opponent is in.
I think so too, and I think you need to be loose on the feet. We need to make. I don't want to talk too much about our game plan.
Yeah, let's not.
Because he's gonna probably listen to it now. We're gonna plug the shit out of your fight coming up.
But not that he can. I mean, he can listen and watch all he wants. He's not gonna be prepared.
Yeah. You heard that straight from Mickey Gaskin's lips. You will not be prepared for Tyrone Bigham's.
I seen some spit coming out too.
See, I'm out of jokes now. I'm gonna just have to troll them online and get them back later. See, they gave me this fucking tea to calm me down. This shit was a setup. I was like, we got to get Mickey calm as possible.
Mickey, I brought this giant. It's a gallon jug of Lipton green tea, and it was supposed to be for everyone. I got cups and stuff. First thing Mickey does is take the caps
big
off.
Lips.
Oh no, I was taking the whole thing.
This
is my
lips
tea.
on
Fuck
that.
y'all. I'm taking this
Oh
home.
my god,
tea.
I wanted some too.
Better buy some. Thanks for TK, man.
Oh my god, he put
That
big
was
lips
for
on
everybody.
that.
I just want to thank Ray for coming in too, man. Ray did me a huge solid, and he went and picked Mickey up. Rough for me. I was at a wrestling tournament all day. We all cheered on one of my youth wrestlers that I have in my MMA program. He wrestles for his school as well. So we all came out. Make sure you check out my kids class. It's a great for your kids, right, Mickey?
I like that kid. He's like a miniature version of me.
Nah, he's a lot more composed than you, but he is like you. He's definitely like the similar athletic talent, similar athletic build. Very good.
Color people time.
Yeah, he does come in late as well.
Oh wow.
Gassing too.
I don't know. Force is now gassy.
Stamina.
Force is giving me the shoulder shrugs, so I don't think he sparks as much as Mickey does.
I said stamina, you bastard.
I'm sorry, I'm cracking up. I apologize.
Seriously, I'm still doing videos so you can see the person that's trying to make fun of me. It's like me, Caveman. It's like, no, this doesn't work out. I'm hiring the food chain.
You're hiring the food chain than me?
Yeah, Sean can roast the fuck out of me. Sean.
Oh,
Sean
you're talking about roasting. I was like, we
Yeah.
could go right now. I got my gloves in the car.
Caveman, no. Caveman, you need to know your place.
What's my place?
You're like at the very bottom.
I think that's kind of racist.
In the negative numbers. It's not racist. You look at a homeless guy on drugs. It's not my fault.
Just so you know, Mickey, I've never taken a drug in my life.
But you look like it.
I don't even drink.
But you look like it.
How much do you drink?
So what? You weren't drunk at the engagement party? I mean, wedding.
No, I didn't drink. I didn't have.
So
one
that's
drink.
just how you act. That's worse.
This
guy's trying to wrestle and take me down at a wedding. I'm just trying to enjoy my drinks, relax.
Hey, that's
and I got
Caveman.
I got this lunatic trying to wrestle.
K-Man's the type of dude that would train anywhere.
Where's Matt's there, Mickey?
I was in a suit, Caveman.
That was a suit?
It was a nice suit. What do you mean?
It looked like pajamas.
You said about everything. You wear pajamas.
All right. I have pictures of Mickey at this wedding on my Facebook, so check out Jeff Benz.
Everyone complimented my suit.
I know because I don't want to go into it.
No, go into it. Go ahead.
All right. My wife made fun of you for that suit, and there was a certain individual that that yell at us for making fun of your clothes. So
Your wife
no one's
always
gonna make
makes fun of
you.
my suit. Makes fun of me. When have Mrs. Caveman not made fun of me?
I'm trying to think. I don't know.
Exactly.
I would have to say you bring it on yourself though.
Yeah, you do, Mickey.
Seriously, this is something I kind
Y'all make fun of me more than I online troll people.
I know, but this is something that's pretty serious, and I kind of want to talk about on the mic too, I guess. You do kind of put yourself out there to be joked, and all kidding aside, I do love you like a brother, but at times there are people that make fun of you, and sometimes don't even realize that. I just think, man, if you really focus on training and stop messing around so much at the gym and mess around with some of these people that are really kind of like leading you down a pathway, they don't really care about you as much as some of the other people do, you know. And you just get in there and you train, dude. It'll be a lot better for you. People will take you a lot more seriously. And I don't mean that in any kind of harsh way. I mean it 100% from the heart, dude.
Oh no, this is gonna make me sound like an asshole. But after class, you know the back fitness area?
Yes, sir.
I don't like anyone back there, so I'll do whatever I can to get people the hell away from me. I like having that to myself.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is just training in general, man. A lot of people, they're not going to say it to your face, but a lot of people think that you're kind of a joke. You know what I mean? You come to class late, you always say stupid stuff.
True.
And, like, I see by that, but you need your training partners to be behind you and believe in you, too. You know what I mean? So they're going to take that time to work with you. And you need to, sometimes you just need to shut up and stop asking stupid questions and just get on the mat and, to quote Dub, just fucking train, dude, you know?
Yeah, Mickey.
I mean, I don't ask stupid questions during class. It's mainly after that I'm fooling around.
No, here's the thing. Maybe you don't even realize it. Like, so say Eric's showing, like, a combo.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, man, I would never do it like that. This is so stupid. And then you start talking, you're not paying attention to what's going on, right? And then I watch, we go down, we start doing a technique. I watch you and the one time I watched you and Janice, and she walked you through the whole combo over and over again. You know what I mean? Because you were talking and not really paying 100% attention to what was going on. This is just one example. I have more and more for jiu-jitsu and other stuff. It's just stuff where we need to be focused. We need to get you in there, dude. And I really believe you got the athletic talent to be really, really good, man. You can definitely make it as a pro. But you need to get your shit together, and you really need to train.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I say that like I mean it from my heart, man. I love you like a brother, and I don't mean that like in a racial way.
No.
Yeah, Mickey, we love you like a brother, you know?
And I would do a lot for you, man. I'm always there to help you, and you know that. I got your back, dude. All right. And I think with that, we're gonna come to a close. Got anything else that you want to say about the fight coming up, Mickey?
Nothing really. It should be a good fight. You shut me up for tickets.
Yeah, make sure.
I think the more wins I get, the more that'll turn people's opinions around of me.
I'll buy a ticket from you, Mickey.
Yeah.
If you guys are gonna go to this fight and you're listening to this broadcast and you don't know how to get a hold of Mickey, contact me. I'll make sure we'll get tickets from Mickey, and we'll make sure, because the only money Mickey makes on this fight is from the tickets that you guys buy from him. He gets a small commission. What do you get? Like 8%, 5%, 10%?
It's 10.
10%. So you get 10% on tickets. So every ticket he sells like $3. So let's try and sell him like 100 tickets. All right. You could use some. You use some money so you can get new. What are those things that go on your bicycle and make the flappy sound when you're pedaling? They're like a deck of cards, so you can make the flappy sound when you're riding your bike around. Everyone hears you coming.
That's a brand new bike. I built that bike.
Yeah.
Right around the east side.
That's funny.
All right.
All right, this
Oh,
podcast is
man.
over.
Yeah, the podcast is over. Thank you, Rare Airs, for coming out, co-hosting.
No
Thank
problem.
you, Mickey. I really appreciate you guys coming out.
I like the Mexican music.
Yeah, this is just for Ray Airs. Thank you very much, Mickey. Lots of love, bro.